All right, let's stay on the topic of verbs for a moment, and I want to talk about ing verbs. Those are verbs that end in ing, like dancing. I am walking right now. And you know what that means. It's something that you're doing now. You were doing 5 minutes ago. You're in the process of walking or dancing, driving. I'm studying English. That's the proper use of ing verbs. Sometimes South Asian students use ing verbs when they shouldn't be using ing verbs. I want to go over those instances right now so that you know what to not do. So the first one is for habitual actions. What I mean by that is something like, I exercise every week. It doesn't mean you're exercising right now at the exact moment that we're having this conversation, but you go to the gym once a week. Maybe yesterday you went to the gym, or maybe tomorrow. But the idea is you have done it from time to time and you will continue to do it. In that instance, you would not want to say, I am exercising every week. A lot of students understandably get confused because it is in a way a continual activity. But the key is when you say it, you're not necessarily exercising right now. You are not in the state of exercising. You may not be on a treadmill when you're telling me that you exercise every week. We could be at home in your kitchen, but you're saying, I exercise every week. That's an activity that you partake in regularly, but it's not a present activity that you would want to use the ing form of exercise. Another example would be, I'm singing. I am singing. That's accurate because I was literally singing at that exact moment that I told you I was singing. But if I said, I sing in a choir, or I sing for extra money, I'm telling you a fact, something that I do perennially, but not this exact moment. So that's why, in that case, you would not want to say, I'm singing. It would not make sense if I said, I'm singing every day. Unless, again, I am singing literally as I talk to you. It's a difference between doing something right now and doing something in general, regularly. Get it? Okay, good, because I'm through singing. Next up, completed actions. That's another instance where you don't want to use ing. For instance, often someone will say, where are you moving from? They want to know where I lived before I moved to the new neighborhood. And that's incorrect. They should have said, where did you move from? Where are you from would be an even shorter way. But where did you move from is the better way to say it. Where are you moving from does not make sense because, again, I'm not moving when we're talking to each other. Maybe if I were in the U-Haul truck packing up my things and carrying a sofa down my staircase, you could say, are you moving? Where are you moving? Because I would be moving in that situation. But when I'm talking to you in my new house or the new neighborhood, I'm not actually moving at this minute. So you do not want to say, you're moving. Where are you moving from? You want to say, where are you from? Where did you move from? I moved from Boston, for instance. Okay? Finally, verbs that have to do with being or having, like having a cold. If I had a cold, I would say I have a cold. Often students will say things like, I am having a cold, which kind of makes sense in some way because you are presently feeling like you're sick when you say having a cold. But that's an instance where we don't want to say having a cold. Have a cold. Have a fever. Have children. If I had kids, I wouldn't say I am having twins or I am having children. I have children. Even though presently I do have children, there's no need to use the word have with the ing on it, like other words do. Again, very understandable. I would say, I'm dancing, I'm singing, but I have kids, or I have a cold, I have a fever, I have a house. When it's about having, being in a certain state, no need to put the ing in there. Okay, a little confusing. I hope it's clear. Watch this lecture again to really let it sink in, and hit me up on the course page with any questions.